Spriggan? Spriggan sounds fun. Play Naga Turbo? Been the punishment wheel? No. What I wanted to do was read through these comments I got in my last video. Thanks for the gifted sub. Drama? No, not drama. BRB text. Oh, I didn't know I had BRB text. Huh, the deck screen. Oh, I forgot I had this. Oh, that's just my Comic Can deck. No. I got some, these comments are funny. That's all it is. So, I got this comment on my last video. It's probably easier to read if it's on this screen. Down here, maybe? The topics. So, in my last duel, it was when I was losing to that Blue Eyes deck with my Protoss deck. So it says, this video is the ultimate proof about YouTubers of different topics. They are just searchers and have good presentation skills, but as a matter of fact, hell, they have absolutely no goddamn even basic idea about their topics. Actually, if they did, they will not have time for videos and stuff and will be ranking in their subjective topics instead. A true talented duelist could literally beat you with Iron Chain, dude. So let's talk about this. For those of you who didn't watch the last duel video that came out yesterday, I ended up losing the duel because I didn't double check the effect of Arch Nemesis Protoss. I might have made some other misplays too, but more specifically this one. There were two mistakes I made. One of them was not checking that he had 3,000 defense. And the other one was the fact that I thought you could just pick any attribute and destroy it, but turns out you can declare one attribute, declare one monster attribute on the field. I neglected this part of it. I just thought you could declare any attribute. So those are the two misplays I made. In my defense, the reason I made those misplays is because one, who the hell looks at the defense of their monster? Two, it was the first time I had ever actually used Protoss, because the decks I play don't actually allow you to use it very often. And three, I thought I knew how the card worked already. So those were the crazy misplays I made. I guess I'm not reading anymore, so it's fine to show this. Let me tell you something a little bit about competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. You see, the competitive Yu-Gi-Ohers, the people who take it super serial, they don't have all the cards memorized either. They basically learn their deck, and that's it. And they learn all of the best matchups against that deck. And what's really funny is there's lots of things like in the past where a rogue deck has just completely dominated a format because nobody knew how any of the cards work. For example, when Prank Kids first came out, they actually won. They like sweeped an event and like took first place because nobody knew what the Prank Kids did. Yeah, there's too many decks to memorize. So, you know, getting things wrong shouldn't happen if you're playing a deck that you're like at a competitive event with. However, I'm not at a competitive event. I stream gimmick decks in which I literally have just created the deck and am play testing it for the first time. And that's how every single stream is. Except for the ones on YouTube. Those ones are all deck tested already. My YouTube streams are pre-deck tested, so I don't really make basic mistakes like not putting Protoss in defense position or destroying Kragan and screwing myself over. So I see comments like this a lot. I just picked this one out in particular because I thought it was funny. Because they so elegantly worded what everybody is basically trying to say in the comments is, how could Yugi-tuber person possibly make a mistake? You're actually terrible at this game. You don't know what you're doing. You're just lying to everybody. And it's like, well, actually, people who do take the game super seriously and play competitively make the exact same mistakes. And if anything, the comments like these just kind of prove that, you know, you've obviously never played at a competitive level either. I haven't. Oh, thanks for the Prime sub, 33. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! To competitive level, but I played other games at a competitive level. And the reason I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! To competitive level is because playing a game at a competitive level makes the game no longer fun. I thought it was like, hey, they're only letting me choose the type that I need. Good for me. That's the thought that went through my head. No comments just prove like talking. Yeah, people, they do. This last video in particular got a lot of comments like this. People just completely exasperated on the misplays. I was like, I can't believe you made these two misplays that lost you the game that you could have won. And it's like, yeah, I guess. This Spider VTuber's ultimate. I'm not a VTuber. Someone was like on Twitter today, someone tagged me. Wow. Thanks for the gift sub again, PsychEscape14. And Eric JB, I think I missed that one. Someone tagged me on Twitter today. There's like, hey, they're having a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament for VTubers. You should join. And it's like, I'm not a VTuber though. I can't join. I didn't say that though. I just gave like the squinty face. I'll show you in chat what I did. I just did that. Are you not? No, I'm not. Please do iron chain. Iron chains are garbage. You're not a VTuber yet. Anyways, there was another comment I want to go over. Let me see if I have it over here. Can people just have fun with it? Well, it's more like of a gotcha moment. A lot of my videos come at a position of authority because I say everything with confidence. When you're watching YouTube videos, subjectivity should be implied, but unless you specifically say that every other sentence, it's real easy to believe someone is just being an authority on the subject. And sometimes people who say stuff as if they're an authority on the subject say things that you don't agree with. So they love it when they have a gotcha moment like, see? You once said my blue eyes cards suck, but I have this replay to prove that you suck at the game. Therefore, all your opinions are invalid, and your videos are invalid. And since your videos are now invalid, the fact that you have success pisses me off on a personal level. And you should stop. This next one, can I honestly ask, what is the attraction to playing decks that use skill drain? I like the challenge of having to think my combos out, putting the best board I can come up with in the situation. I love my synchrons though, so it's all random every time because Doppel Warrior is a funny card. This one isn't bad. This isn't a bad comment. It's just, I wanted to talk about this because a lot of my gimmick decks play Floodgate. Let's see, if I go over to apps, no, that one doesn't have floodgates. I think the feed deck has floodgates in it. It doesn't, huh? Well, that's not the point of that deck. The Skywolf deck definitely has them. I guess not. Which one of my deck has floodgates? Is it Dice deck? Life point gain mill should have them. Yeah, this one has it. Honestly, if you're gonna trash talk someone, you could at least use proper grammar. Well, this one's not bad. He's just asking a question. So I play skill drain in a lot of my gimmick decks. And the reason I do that is because I need to slow the game down because my decks cannot compete with meta decks. And this is the only way I can even the playing field so that I can get off what I'm trying to do. Floodgates are like cheat codes to getting a gimmick deck to work, but I can't just play them in everything. There are some gimmick decks I need to play that need to use their skills on the field, or, you know, they need to summon different types of monsters. Floodgates definitely allow me to play gimmick decks better than if I did not play them. One of the things I really like about Master Duel is that people don't quit out if you're playing a Floodgate, they try to actually play through it. Whereas on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Online, back when I used to do the gimmick duels, you know, by myself, where I was just getting the replays, I had to build the decks in a way where my opponent wouldn't quit out. And my opponent would quit out if I played Floodgates. So actually, I would have loved to have played Floodgates in my past videos too, but I couldn't, otherwise my opponent would leave. And I needed my opponent to not leave. I opted to not play Floodgates. But over here, since my opponent is incentivized to stay, I can play as many Floodgates as I want. And yeah, Floodgates turn off your skills and everything. They stop combos, but that's kind of the point. I'm trying to slow down your deck so that I can do my gimmick. I know it's frustrating to play against Floodgates. I feel just as annoyed when I go against an Eldritch deck with 3 skill drains, and I think skill drain should be limited or banned, not at 3. But since it is at 3, oh boy, am I putting it in every gimmick deck I can find. So those are just the 2 things I wanted to address. Just in case anybody didn't know how it's possible to misplay when you make Yu-Gi-Oh videos for a living. It's actually very easy. Go watch any other Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber. You'll watch them misplay all the time as well.
Minor spelling mistake.